shit. Okay. Looking good.
Thank you.
Didn't get to do the announcements.
Are we standing down here now?
They didn't let me do the announcements. Sorry. All good.
Are we standing down here?
I can't get.
Can't get in there.
I tried.
I love you myself.
Can I do the announcement? No. Not through there, is it? Here you go, here you go. Here you go. Now shake his hand. Go to Nama. Go to Nama. She's gonna milk it.
Every bit.
You could do more, kiddo. Good job, Cece. See ya. All rise. Guys, all rise. I don't know. I'll just talk along. See ya. See ya. Back it up, baby. She's gonna take a picture. Anil, can you move on? Thank you.
It's okay.
Do the train. All right. Can all be seated? Wonderful. Yep. Just, I didn't have a chance to do the announcements earlier, so no more phones and videos if you don't mind during the rest of the procession. And I'll have a few more announcements at the end, but we'll get started. Thank you. Welcome, family and friends, both near and from afar, especially those that have traveled from afar, some making the trip all the way from India, and many others waking up extremely early to watch this ceremony. We're gathered here today to witness the union of Amrutha and Daniel in blissful matrimony. For those of you that don't know me, you will by the end of tonight when I tear up that dance floor with that pretty matron of honor right over there. There are perks to being a man of the cloth, which I technically am as an ordained minister of the American Marriage Ministries.com. That's very important. All kidding aside, my name is Santosh, and I am this beautiful bride's brother. And today she and her gracious groom have given me the honor of presiding over their ceremony. Sorry, second ceremony. Amrutha and Daniel will mark their transition as a couple not only by celebrating the love between themselves, but by also celebrating the love between all of us, including the love of their parents, siblings, extended family, and best friends. We've each played an important role in raising them, nurturing them, and supporting them as individuals. And we're here now to cheer them on their journey into a lifelong partnership built on love. As I was prepping for today, I struggled to put into words what my little sister means to me. So instead, I will share with you my fondest memories of her. We were born 7 years apart, so I vividly remember seeing her for the first time in the crib at the hospital next to my mother and reaching out to her tiny palm with my finger, which she squeezed tightly. I was instantly in love, a kind of love that I've never felt till I had my own kids. In fact, I see so much of her in them. In my daughter, I see her aloofness when she's deeply lost in her imaginative mind, but at the same time, the strength and dogged determination to accomplish whatever she sets that same mind to. In my son, I see her shy and demure outer shell, but deep down a goofy, funny, and warm soul that thinks of others before herself. Now, she has been an animal lover for as long as I can remember, and her wish every year for a birthday present was a puppy, which she ultimately secured in time for her 12th birthday, our beloved Snickers, and then snuck in a kitten that she was looking after for a few days. Cute little Skittles. While still living in India, we would often visit my paternal grandparents' home and farm in Bhimavaram. And immediately upon arrival, she would invoke two words well before she could even form sentences. Avu Tokka, which translates to cow skin. It's now beef jerky, referring to her desire to feed the cows the outer skin of a coconut. In imagining her future, she always talked about having a farm with chickens and goats running around. So when she told us she was dating a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy from Missouri, and that they spend most weekends hanging out on his family's farm, I thought she was getting desperate and looking for love on the dating app Farmers Only. Now, Daniel is not that kind of farmer, but he definitely has cultivated quite the stable of friends since childhood, and they're all here today celebrating him along with his family. His friends joke that he likes to be the center of attention, and I think we all got a flavor of that yesterday with his excellent dance moves to Tanuk Tanuk Tun. However, what I've observed is that once he attracts the spotlight, he makes sure that it also shines on those around him. And not just because he's a lighting expert. He talks to everyone, young or old, as though they're the most important person in the room, and likes to make sure others are included, even if it's some randos at the bar. By the way, this is how he spent the last night of his bachelor weekend, making new friends and helping out some guys who didn't look like they were having fun. In Daniel, Amrutha has found her person, someone that can direct the attention away from her when she needs to retreat, but also showers her with warmth, kindness, and support when she needs it most. Someone that shares her love for animals. They're the proud fur parents of Lou and Bo. And thankfully for us, someone that has the same weird sense of humor. I think Sarah and I are like 1 for 12 on the funny shows she has recommended. In fact, the genre for one of their favorite shows on Netflix is tagged as absurd and offbeat. Enough said. Amrutha, Papa, Mom, Sarah, and I are extremely proud of the kind and generous woman you have become. And Daniel, Sia, and Shao want me to tell you, welcome to the family, Mr. Hot Dog Bottom. We love you both very much and cannot wait to make many more great memories together as a family. Well done. Wow. All right. The bride and groom have each prepared vows that they will read now. Here we go.
I swear I didn't use ChatGPT to write this.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it. It's fine. Just go. I'll be
Can
closer.
y'all hear me?
Talk louder.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Daniel, I'm so glad you convinced me not to ghost you on our first date. I remember walking into Latia and Poncho's and seeing you sitting at the bar in those butt-shaped chairs, already making jokes with the owner and making her cackle. It foreshadowed the next 5 years of laughter and joy you would bring into my life. No matter where we are or what we are going through, I always know I'm going to have fun with you. Though you never actually asked me to be your girlfriend, I knew this was serious 2 months into dating when I joked that I would probably hang out with you more if you got a dog. And that very next weekend, you took me to 5 different shelters and we found our sweet Lou. I knew this was forever when I got one of my blindingly painful migraines on one July 4th 3 years ago, and it meant missing out on the family pool party, but you stayed by my side and nursed me back to health. There's so much to love about you. I love the way you can make anyone feel special and welcome. You make strangers want to be your friend, and you always light up a room with your smile and energy. Though you would probably love to spend every weekend out with friends, you choose to stay in and spend lazy nights with me. You love with your whole heart, and you will do anything for your family. And I remember how smitten my parents were the first time they met you. I believe my dad said, "You're a very cute boy." Here I thought I dodged a bullet by dating a white boy. But little did I know that you would love Papu, demand to watch 3-hour-long Indian movies, and insist on a big fat Indian wedding. But I am so happy that our two families and culture joined so perfectly together. One of the best things I gained from you is your beautiful, loving family who accepted me immediately and made me feel like I always belonged. And more than anything, I love you because how much you love me. I can tell by the way you look at me when I talk, the way you laugh at my mom jokes, the way you tuck me in when I'm cold, the way you take notes of what I like to always give me random, thoughtful gifts, the way you boast about me to random strangers at bars, and the way you tell me I'm beautiful even when I'm greasy because I didn't shower all day. We rarely fight, but in the beginning when we were both figuring each other out and we had our small misunderstandings, you went out of your way to learn what brings me joy and adapted to make me happier. You learned my love language, acts of food, and you always make sure to feed me when I get cranky. I know I will always be safe with you and can count on you to support me through all the stages of life. There's no one else I have as much fun with than doing nothing with you. I love watching terribly cheesy movies about samurai cops and goblins, pausing every few minutes to guess what's gonna happen next. My fondest memories are binging Nick Cage movies with subtitles on and quoting SpongeBob. I love our weekly picnics and chasing after Bo and Lou at Forest Park. I know that no relationship is perfect and we will run into difficult times in the future, but these 5 years with you have been effortless, and it is just so easy to love you. We are so in sync that you know what I want before I can say it out loud, and you calm me when all I can see is red and want to make everyone eat crow. I know we can get through anything together because we balance each other out so well. I can't wait to see what our future holds. I imagine a big backyard with lots of dogs and other critters. I picture us traveling the world and eating all the foods. I picture still annoying our family and friends by arriving 30 minutes late to every gathering just to share one beer together. And I picture that no matter where we are, we will always be this happy, laughing at each other and not taking life too seriously. To ensure we achieve this ideal future, I promise to let you use me as your pillow and give you head scritches every night. To T-Rex with you at all the parties. I promise not to talk about gross patient cases when we are eating. I promise to be more romantic and receiving of your love. I promise to communicate with you no matter how bad I want to shut down. I promise to listen, be open to your ideas, anxieties, and views. I promise to make time for us no matter how busy we are with life. I promise to encourage your dreams, honor your goals, cherish you even at your lowest point. And I promise to spend our marriage making you feel happy, supported, and loved. You are truly my best friend, my soulmate, my everything, and I love you now and forever.
I'm not sure if my mic works or not, so if there's interference, can you hear me? I think we need to. She did really good. Uh-oh. Amrutha, it's cliche how quick time seems to pass when you found the one. That's the only explanation I have for how it can feel like we just met yesterday. And yet, paradoxically, it feels like I've known you my whole life. Walls that I thought that I needed, easily discarded when I met you. Fear of commitment was a silly thought now that I had you. I kept thinking, can it really be this good all the time? Surely this feeling will pass. But no, your presence, your essence, was a pervasive force that infected me. I was love-stung, and I did not want to be cured. I vowed to myself very, very early on that I wanted you, and only you. I now have some vows for you as well. And yes, it is a list because I love making lists. Vow number 1. I vow to not sweat the small stuff with problems that come our way. Now, I am still going to sweat, mind you. I can sweat for no reason sometimes, and you're going to have to come to terms with that. Number 2, I vow to be patient with you for always. And by that I mean the virtue of patience itself. God knows you don't need any more patience at the hospital. These are all dad jokes, so stick with me. Number 3, I vow to always share my food with you. This is probably going to be the only vow that you remember. Number 4, I vow to listen more. They say God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, but with the amount that I talk, I really have my work cut out for me. Number 5, I vow to watch the movie Rush Hour 2 with you at least once a year. I'm fairly sure that this would be a marriage deal breaker for you if I did not vow it. Number 6, I vow to live in the moment a bit more. I realize that this will significantly cut down on the amount of lists that I like to make, but that is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. Number 7, I vow to always be there for you and our dogs, even when it's cold and rainy outside. I'll always be the one that takes them out on those cold and rainy days. If you ever ask the question, who let the dogs out? Who let those dogs out? It's not the Baja men, it's me. Number 8, I vow to not make everything a joke. While this set of vows may have had some jokes sprinkled through, I'm very serious about one thing. And that's about vow number 9. Hopefully I can say this correctly. Oh no, indeed. Amrutha, Lakshmi, Simha, Venkata, Savarna, Nachu, Ninu, Nenu, Apetike, Premistune, Utanu. Once more with English. That was Telugu, if you're counting. That in English, that was Amrutha, I will love you forever. That's it.
Whew. All right. Okay. Guys ready? Do you, Amrutha, take Daniel to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and not so good times, for richer or poorer, keeping yourself unto him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Daniel, take Amrutha to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and not so good times, for richer or poorer, keeping yourself unto her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Thanks, please. All right, Daniel, place the ring on Amrutha's finger and repeat after me. Amrutha, I give you this ring
Amrutha, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love with the pledge
as a symbol of my love with a pledge
to love you today,
to love you today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
always and forever.
always and forever.
And now, Amrutha, place the ring on Daniel's finger and repeat after me. Daniel,
Daniel,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
with the pledge
with the pledge
to love you today,
to love you today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
always and forever.
always and forever.
There you go. All right. Before these witnesses, you have pledged to be joined in marriage. You have now sealed this pledge with your wedding rings. By the authority vested in me, by the state of Missouri, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Daniel, you may kiss my sister. Sorry, your bride. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time or the second time, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Wetter. Woo! Oh no.